Now, one of my favorite things about the 2K League is seeing the players' faces realize that their dream is starting in their professional career when they get their name called. What's that like for you on behalf of the 2K League to see these dreams kind of being fulfilled step one on draft night?
It literally is one of my favorite nights of the year. And the crazy thing this year is we had our biggest tryout in history. So we had 101,000 people take part in our Become a Pro series. The draft would be the culmination of that. We're making dreams come true for those select few.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K's D8.
Thank you, Kevin.
Oh, he can, no question. Thanks, David. And the starting line for the Pelican. Larry Nance out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Murphy in at the 2 guard. And for the Clippers, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the guard position. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Now here's Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Morris outside. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Challenging the defense at the rim. Something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
McCollum dishes to Murphy. Back to McCollum. Outside, Jones. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And opening day is here. So, what are these players right now, Greg, feeling as they tip off this brand new season?
Mostly excitement. I mean, this is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
He's off on the first. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Steve, last season the Pelicans showed signs of progress over previous years.
Well, Kevin, securing their highest finish in 3 years. Yeah, I definitely call that solid progress. And I think this team could be on track to only get better.
Now here's Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Now, here is George, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. From 8. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
Valanciunas passes to Nance. And here comes Leonard, leading the fast break. George trying to break free. Goes up again, and the layup good by Leonard.
Look at Leonard outworking the defense, beating them to the rebound and finishing strong.
Outside, Jones. Back to McCollum. Pass to Murphy. Here's Jones. Up top, Nance. Covered by Morris. Jones for 3. Here's Valanciunas. And the shot goes in.
Physicality from Valanciunas on the glass, securing the ball and sending it right back.
Outside, George, out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession.
Looking here at some numbers for Jones, how he did last season. Was in at about 9 points per, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
I love it because he does so many things well. Defenses have to account for him even when he's not scoring.
And there's the pass to Murphy. Back to Jones. Passes it to McCollum. Cranes the three-pointer.
He can make this shot in his sleep. It is pure muscle memory for C.J. McCollum.
Right side Leonard. Wall against McCollum. Pass to Zubac. George, that's a two-pointer. Releases from the wing and drills it.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
McCollum outside. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. 5th, Ivica Zubac.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you. I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
He's off on the second. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason break.
In a series, they took to 6 games, but yeah, couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year, things will be different.
McCollum, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Pass to Zubac. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Wall passes to Leonard. And the Clippers miss again.
And the Stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Jones against George. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Jump shot is good that time.
Nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
George against Jones. Here's Nance. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Wall in the corner. To the middle. Morris trying to free himself up. And the dunk by Zubac.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, and you could see the crowd's reaction with every make. It wasn't pretty.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Brown, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Mann comes in for Leonard. Powell, he's checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for John Wall. Here's Alvarado. There's the pass to Hernan Gomez. Shoots over Brown. No good from Hernan Gomez.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Here's Mann. Outside Jackson. Down low. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pass to Daniels. Now Marshall. Pass to Hernan Gomez. To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
And here is Los Angeles now. The Pelicans make their last shot. Takes it from 10. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Ron Gomez trying to break free.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. 8-point game. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. New Orleans gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Over Jackson. They get the rebound. Hayes. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
And the pass to Mann. Back to Jackson. Up top, Zubac. Swiped away. Here's Alvarado. Guarded by Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Jose Alvarado. Shooting 2.
The first one falls, and the Clippers making a switch here. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Now here's Paul. Knocked away. And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers ahead. They lead by 5. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
11. Let's give a round of applause for York.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
For New Orleans, their last game a loss to Miami. On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Larry Nance. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Jones. And it's Murphy in at the shooting guard position. Passes to Jones. Here's the 3. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Now, here's Valanciunas. His last outing, he had 18 points. Jones with Leonard picks him up. Here's Valanciunas, and it's rebounded by Covington. Clippers leading by 5, and the West, we know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. Wall's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 8. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it goes down 2 points.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Outside, George. On the wing, Morris. Back to George. Pass to Morris. McCollum against Wall. And here's George for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Jones in the post. He's covered by Leonard. McCollum passes to Valanciunas. Jones against Leonard. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Nance. And it's rebounded by Covington.
And they continue to control the glass.
Outside, Wall. Leonard on the wing. Fires the 3. Los Angeles with another miss. Pelicans trail by 6. Outside, Jones. McCollum outside. Fires for 3. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
You simply can't let CJ find looks he wants at the arc. His range, it's too good.
Here's Leonard. That's short off the rim.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
McCollum outside. And here's Murphy. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Jones against Leonard. And the rejection by Leonard. And he gets it back. Murphy can't hit. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
And the Clippers miss again. Pelicans trail by 3. Murphy down low. Leonard's there. Pass to McCollum. Now here's Nance, covered by Morris. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there. Smitty, the talented Larry Nance, has a very complete game, doesn't he?
He does. He does a little bit of everything for this team. Scores, rebounds, passes, defends. Kevin, he's such an excellent role player.
The first free throw is good.
And guys, things are looking up in New Orleans. The extension for Zion Williamson reflecting his commitment to this young core. And with the 8th pick and Dyson Daniels, the Pels added to their bevy of young wing defenders. They're building a team to contend.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Brown's checked in for Robert Covington. Mann comes in for Leonard. Norman Powell's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for John Wall. Both free throws good from Nance. There is so much young talent, Steve, in today's NBA. That being said, whose game should an up-and-coming player try to emulate?
For me, Kevin, for the 25 and under crowd, the guys I love, Luka Doncic, unbelievable. Ja Morant, Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, and it's a whole slew of others.
Here's Mann. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Mann's got his second basket of the night.
poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Now the pass to Alvarado. And it's Hayes in the corner. And it's blocked by Brown. They get it back. The shot's good from Nance. LA's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Passes it to Mann. At the elbow, it's Jackson. 1:58 left in the first half. Marshall passes to Alvarado. Pass to Nance. Over Jackson. Tries again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Clippers.
They are making a statement so far on the defensive end, sending shots away in incredible fashion. Loving the hustle.
And yeah, how about this team also following up their shots, getting those offensive boards, also a key for their success.
That free throw, no good.
This Pelicans team is interesting because they haven't been fully healthy. If they can keep everyone healthy, they can be a force.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Hernangomez is checked in for the Pelicans. Health is at the top of the list, you're right. And about the Pelicans, Smitty, they've had some bad luck in recent years regarding injuries, haven't they?
Daniel.
Yes, starting with Zion, Kevin, out most of last year, it really hurt them. But they got a lot of leadership on this team. If they can pull it all together, they'll be fine.
And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And the basket by Alvarado. And now it's a 3-point Pelican lead.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Poke loose. And now the Pelicans on the break. Lets it go from the wing. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Marshall's got the lead up to 5 now for New Orleans. And look at how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Basket counts.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Jackson, pass to Brown. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Trying to end the drought. He kicks it to Powell from past the arc. And they'll get another chance.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter.
And having been behind by as many as 8, they clawed their way back.
They were a finely tuned unit in the second quarter, easily outscoring their counterparts and getting in front by 7 points at the end of the half. What did you think, Shaq, about... And that...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Here's Leonard. Doesn't go for him. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. And the rejection by Zubac. Valanciunas passes to Alvarado. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. From deep, George. Pelicans pull it in. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
After spending almost a decade in Portland, McCollum has adjusted well to playing in his new surroundings.
You know, GA, he's a fantastic player when he's out on the floor. Missed a lot of games over the last 3 years. But when he's feeling right, he is a nightmare to defend.
Jones checked in for the Pelicans.
CJ has always been a gifted scorer, but he's shown significant improvement as a playmaker, which makes him even more dangerous with the ball in his hands.
Leonard kicks to George. Shot clock at 6. Wall passes to Morris. Los Angeles with another miss.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
Here's McCollum. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. George, that's a 2-pointer. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
And the way C.J. McCollum-Gray can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
Shooting 2.
Throw good, McCollum. And he can't hit the second. Clippers trail by 11. George with no one around. Off target from 3-point range.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
McCollum, no good.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Leonard kicks to George. The pass to Wall. They could use a bucket. Pelicans with the rebound. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. McCollum passes to Jones. Inside, McCollum outside. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Valanciunas. He can't hit that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And here's Leonard from 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
A nice shot by George.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Passes it to Murphy. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Pass to Murphy. Launches a three. Sinks the triple. Murphy's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pelicans.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
All with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Morris outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, that's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Pelicans.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
That free throw, no good. Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers. And then for New Orleans, Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Nance. And it's Marshall in for Herbert Jones. And he sinks the second. Now with the ability to play a soft zone, can Team Steve hide their weaker defenders?
I think it's great, Kevin, for a possession or two. And it works sometimes. But good offenses always find a weak link.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since. And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
He has led this team in rebounding and also taken on the role of enforcer.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
George finds Leonard. And here is Morris. Left side, Wall. With the teardrop, count that bucket. Wall's got his first basket of the night.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
And here's Marshall from the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Morris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Back to Wall. Leonard dishes to Wall. Outside, Covington. Back to Wall. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Wall's got it back down to single digits for the Clippers. Pass to Marshall. Back to McCollum. Puts up a 3. Hits it from three-point range. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Watch out now that he's got his first 3 of the half. More in store.
So timeout call here, the first for Los Angeles.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
Yeah, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Rounds checked in for Robert Covington. Mann comes in for Morris. Norman Powell's checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for John Wall. New Orleans also making some changes. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Hayes. And Daniels subbed in for Marshall. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
On the free throw, no good. New Orleans leading by 10. 1:32 left in the third quarter. Now Murphy. 5 points in the game. Valanciunas. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He got prime position under the rim and cleaned it up. Nice finish by JV.
Outside Jackson. With the drive. The shot, no good. Good D by McCollum. New Orleans has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Clippers trail by 12. Leonard finds Jackson. Here's Mann. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. The pass to Jackson. 36 seconds left here in the third quarter. Powell for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. McCollum up top, guarded by Jackson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit. Getting to the foul line here in the second half.
We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Brown. Morris comes in for Mann. George is checked in for Norman Powell. And it's John Wall in for Reggie Jackson. And the Pelicans also making a change. Jones is checked in. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Outside, George. Nice D from Valanciunas. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. We'll return shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So for New Orleans right now, Mann's out there with Jones. Then there's Hernangomez. Then there's McCollum. And it's Murphy in at the two-guard position.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside, George. Second chance shot, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
The versatility of George, a terrific two-way player who can also rebound it.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in. Throw good, Paul George. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance. Excellent D there from George. Clippers trail by 11. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
That was with force by Kawhi. Dunking it over the defense and looking unstoppable.
Passes to Murphy. Jones looking for an opening. And And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
First team foul. At the line for the Pelicans, Herbert Jones. At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. And so Jones nails both of them. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Outside, George. This is to Morris. Pass to George. Launches it. That ball. Nice feed that time from Leonard. George has got 6 here in this quarter.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Guys, here's what Willie Green was doing in reviewing the plan with his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thank you, David. And the wing jumper offline.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Here's McCollum. Wall with a block.
A stellar all-around defender. Wall enjoys rising up and denying shooters.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
That free throw good from Leonard.
Seems like every year Kawhi Leonard averages around 6 or 7 free throws a game, about the same as KD and LeBron.
Cullen passes to Nance. And Murphy kicks to McCollum. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Just 5 to shoot. Now the feed to Jones. A 3-ball. Wall with a block. Outside Leonard. Goes up from the top of the key. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Jones. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Here's the Clippers. They've got a 13-2 run going. Wall passes to Zubac. Back to Wall. The pass to Morris. Over Nance. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Morris.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They've shown a lot of heart, a lot of fight, and they're close to taking the lead.
Jones, no luck.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
New Orleans has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Murphy. In the corner, Nance with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose. Leonard with the steal. Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Kicks it to Wall. Over McCollum. And that one hits back iron. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Nance. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
Wall finds Morris. Larry Nance comes up with the rebound. Pelicans leading by 3. To the inside. Murphy passes to Valanciunas.
Being that Valanciunas is 7 feet tall, he is a real problem for the defenses.
Personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Pelicans, Jonas Valanciunas. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Valanciunas hits them both.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Back to Wall from downtown. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. McCollum outside. Another rebound. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass. So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Shooting 1.
One shot.
He's a big man who plays to his strengths. Valanciunas offers a lot of grit and toughness.
2 minutes.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's good for 2. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Murphy. Dishes to McCollum. Murphy passes to Valanciunas. McCollum outside. Outside, Jones. Shoots over Leonard. Jones, no luck. Clippers trail by 6. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. Here's George. And that one goes long. New Orleans gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Murphy kicks to McCollum. No good on the 3.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
Paul George taking 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the seconds. That's off as well, so he misses both.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
McCollum outside. And the rejection by Zubac.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around. And
I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
A nice shot by George.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. 15 foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 5. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jonas Valanciunas.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
And so they foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. The team is in the penalty. At the line for the Pelicans.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Kawhi Leonard. Second personal foul.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
C.J. McCollum. 2 shots.
They can't make the second free throw either. Puts them both. And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 6. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Coming onto the court is your Clippers.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Murphy against George. It's good! And now they trail by just 4.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
And the intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
C.J. McCollum at the line for 2.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
A 3 from Leonard. Pelicans with the rebound. Here's McCollum. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve.
Even if you're not a technically NBA 2K League pro, right, Brendan? Anybody can participate in these 3v3 tournaments for prize money.
That's right. All you need is two friends. You think you're one of the best? You have a chance to prove it.
I love hearing that so many players participated in the Become a Pro series. Brendan, is this the only way that you can make the league through this series?
No, so that's where the majority of people.
Before we
well, Denver's Michael.
Not for a minute, Allie. He loves this game too much. Great stuff. Thank you. Now the opening lineup for the Portland Trailblazers. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Then it's Jeremy Grant. Then it's Jusuf Nurkic. And for Denver, Nikola Jokic is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Gordon in at the 3. Well, Clark, I think I speak for all of the NBA family in saying that we are eager to get this season underway.
Always, B.A. You know, we love the fact that each new season brings a clean slate for everybody. Players, coaches, announcers, fans. It doesn't matter what you did last season. Everybody starts at ground zero this season.
Here's Nurkic. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. Lillard outside. Over Porter. Rebound by the Nuggets. They came away with a victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
No doubt. That game tells you what kind of team they are. They weren't at their best that night and still got the win.
They were better than the box score might indicate because they were solid in execution, more so than the stats would show.
Now here's Grant. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And his free throw numbers tell you a lot about his performance. He was very aggressive.
Gordon against Grant. Here's Murray. The shot that time not on target. Now Portland takes it the other way. Lillard finds Simons. Puts up a three. And it's Lillard, that time on the assist from Grant.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant, moving the ball to the wide open man and getting an assist out of it.
Out to the right wing. Lillard against Murray. Pass to Jokic. Right side Murray. Over Lillard. Can't cash in the 10-footer. The Trailblazers have gone 1 for 3 so far. So much NBA talent like Jamal Murray out of Canada, specifically the province of Ontario.
Yeah, very true. And I think that's because guys like Murray, born in the late 90s, they grew up with the NBA in Toronto. And Jamal and others have been inspired by the Raptors.
Now here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Philadelphia.
And on top of everything else, he did a great job of helping control the boards at both ends.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Another high IQ pass by Jokic. I mean, he knows all eyes are on him, and so he gives it up to a ready shooter. That's just good basketball.
Here's Lillard. Covered by Jokic. Unloads. Ooh, that misses badly. Air ball.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency. And in 2022, more history made by Nikola Jokic, becoming the first player to amass 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 500 assists in a single season.
And Nikola Jokic breaking barriers at the center position, Grant.
Oh, so true, B.A. That 2,000, 1,500 season, it never been done before. The Joker's ability to be a facilitator at the 5, almost a point center, we've never really seen that before.
That free throw, no good.
You know, one measure of Nikola Jokic's growth as a player is his triple-double tally. I mean, he's already among the NBA career leaders in that category.
He hits the second from the line. Well, among active players, only LeBron and Westbrook are ahead of Jokic in triple-doubles, Clark.
And B.A. with a lot of runway left in front of him. I mean, the Joker figures to keep climbing up that list. I don't know if he'll catch Russ or the Big O at the top, but he's going to be in the neighborhood.
Pass to Simons. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And the Blazers making a change here. Eubanks is checked in. Here's Gordon. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Gordon is a guy who's used to being bodied. I mean, he just kind of plays through it, shrugging off the contact and ignoring it, really.
Pass to Graham. Lets it go from deep. Portland again missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
On the wing, Porter. Shoots over Grant. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
Simons outside. Pass to Nurkic. Now here's Grant, defended by Gordon. Grant, the pass to Nurkic. Clock at 6. The three, here's Lillard. Jokic grabs the board.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now here's Jordan. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Grant's shot is off.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Down low. And Gordon with the big finish.
Hey, and we all know Gordon's a terrific jammer. He loves throwing it down.
Grant outside. Lillard against Murray. Will it go? And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 5.
That was not an easy move. I mean, especially against that length.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Now a timeout called by Denver.
Whenever you talk about teams battling injuries, the Denver Nuggets really come to the top of the list. It's really prevented them, the injuries they've had to keep players from reaching their full potential.
And it's a completely new group here for the Nuggets. So Portland going with almost an entire new group here. Walker, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Hart comes in for Grant. Sharp, he's checked in for Simons. And Payton is subbed in for Damian Lillard. Here's Highland. Outside, Brown. Here's Highland. Takes it inside. Banked it in off the glass. Well, if the Nuggets could just get healthy, they could be a real problem, Clark. Maybe even a title contender.
You know, B.A., a couple of seasons ago when they were healthy, they showed what the potential could be in Denver. I mean, they were a scary team, but it's been disappointing recently to see Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. go down with different injuries, and that's had a significant impact on this team. Hopefully, we will get to see this squad at full strength, because if we do, I think that will be a lot of fun for all basketball fans.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
And he can't get the first one. And the Blazers had been a mainstay of the playoffs for so long, up until last year.
Yeah, B.A., they ended an 8-year streak by missing the playoffs. The franchise has had a lot of sustained success. They missed the playoffs just 15 times in their 50-plus years.
And he sinks the second. And Josh Hart listed at 6'5", but he plays much bigger than that.
He does. I mean, just so strong on defense in the post, B.A. Often will guard up a position, and his rebounding numbers show he plays well above his listed height.
Najee, good.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
A minute 42 left in the first. Hart up top. Shoots over Brown. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Highland. Here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Najee. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Portland has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Walker for 3. Hauled in by Brown. And here's Denver. They're on a 15-6 run. 56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Good D by Payton. Portland trailing here. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Sharp. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Hart. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Year in and year out, there's one thing we know for certain about the Blazers. They've got some of the best fans in the NBA.
Josh Hart taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, guys, Josh Hart is somebody that's going to give you everything he's got. His combination of outside shooting and defense is really quite valuable to any team.
Second free throw, no good. Denver in the lead. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Caldwell Pope's shot is off. And so here's Portland. Left side, Payton. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Hart. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Bruce Brown.
At the line for the Blazers, Josh Hart. At the line for two.
Free throw good. Hart. So hits one and misses one at the line. Here's Highland. And that's not going to go. And so it's Denver closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Let's give a warm welcome.
If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what you've seen from the Nuggets, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Here's Lillard. Here are the five. Portland has to start the second. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Then it's Jusuf Nurkic. Then it's Jeremy Grant.
Oh, a terrific jump shooter from any range. That's an easy one for Lillard.
And Denver has possession. The Blazers making their last shot. Out left to the wing. Jokic. That shot off the mark. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Grant. Simons outside. Second shot opportunity. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 5 rebounds in the game. Porter's shot is off. For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Nikola Jokic again has won the league MVP, but he's not one to beat his own chest. He said, quote, "I never think about it. I didn't come here to be the MVP of the league. I always think that somebody's better than me, and I want to compete to beat them. Just by that mentality alone, I'm the underdog every time." Brian?
Well, it's working for him, Allie. Thanks. Here's Jokic, following the bucket by the Blazers.
And Jusuf Nurkic, a solid role player, fits well into any team environment. A great passer and doesn't need touches to contribute.
And we saw last year, Nurkic can also act as a mentor with young players, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's a great veteran presence from Nurkic. Not a star player by any means, but a player everyone would want on their team.
And that one misses.
Jokic has such a great basketball IQ, and his creativity is off the charts. He's capable of a triple-double just about every game.
And the second free throw is good.
And guys, over the last several years, Denver's been top 10 in offensive rating. Now, they played a slower pace, but made the most of their possessions.
Now here's Grant. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Boy, this Denver team, great offensively over the last couple of seasons. How so?
Well, B.A., they execute in the half courts. That's pretty simple. I mean, so difficult to do against NBA defenses. Now, normally they have multiple ball handlers on the floor, guys who can make quick decisions.
The first free throw is good. and so he hits both. And the league saw a dramatic rise in the number of take fouls to stop the fast break. Clark, was the time right to make a change?
No doubt about it, B.A. Anything that slows down the game in an artificial manner needs to be eliminated from the game. So I think it was overdue, but the fact that they got to this point is good.
Now here's Gordon. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. And Lillard gets it to go on the assist from Grant. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
This shows how tough Lillard is. Welcomes the contact and pushes his way past it.
Back to Jokic. Simons with a rebound.
Boy, that is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers that thing home.
Pass to Lillard. Six on the shot clock. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Murray's shot is good.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
Now here's Simons. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Grant's shot is off.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And here's Jokic. Pass to Porter. And here's Jokic. Outside for Porter. Shoots. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, the mechanics of Porter Jr.'s shot are just so efficient. Almost automatic. Gets the ball and puts it right up into the shooting pocket.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 9. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Gordon, to the wing, right side. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Lillard. Grant with it. Fires for 3. They get it back.
It's just so hard to score in this league, especially when you're out of rhythm. You got to feel for him tonight.
Outside Murray. Jordan with the bucket. And now a 6-point Nugget lead.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Now here's Grant. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's good.
Looks like he's getting warmed up. Much better efficiency here in the second quarter.
Pass to Jokic. Now Gordon to the right side. Right side Murray. Right wing from about 19. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Yeah, Jokic likes to keep the defense off balance, guessing as to what he's going to do. He's a threat from everywhere, and his mid-range game helps him put defenses in a pickle.
Now here's Simons. Coming off a 16-point game against Philadelphia. Off the mark there with a 3.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Gordon against Nurkic. Pass to Porter. Here's Jordan. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
So Portland ends up going with a new group.
You know, at this stage of his career, Jordan not only knows his role, but thoroughly and fully embraces it. He's out there to provide energy and hustle on defense and on the glass.
Now here's Hart. Here's Sharp. Pulls it in from the elbow. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jordan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Highland, guarded by Payton, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Gary Payton, 2nd. Clark, despite missing Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr., Denver managed to finish 6th in the West last year.
And you know the reason they did that was because of the MVP, Nikola Jokic. I mean, he was the guy who carried them to that 6th place finish in the West. Don't forget about role guys like Aaron Gordon and Bones Highland. They stepped up and played well, but it was Jokic, the Joker, that carried that team to the heights they got to.
So he gets them both.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the 2nd quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Portland calls timeout.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
All right, some time here to take a look at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the league's top shooting squads from last year. 2nd, the Nuggets.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
2 minutes. Pass to Sharp. 1:53 left in the 2nd. Outside Hart. Here's Sharp. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
And they were top 15 in the NBA in second chance scoring. It wasn't a weak point for them, but it also wasn't one of their strengths either.
And they did plenty of things right last season. But take a look at those steals numbers. These guys were a constant threat to ball handlers and really hustled on D. Here's Highland. There's 1:26 left in the first half. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Portland Trailblazers. On Sunday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then Monday, they'll defend the home court against the San Antonio Spurs. And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Trailblazers shooting just around 33% since the 2nd quarter got underway. Up top, Walker. Hart passes to Walker. On the wing, Payton. 5 on the clock. Hart from long range. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 8 rebounds in the game.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Now here's Walker. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Counted.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Chanchar. Knocks down the long K. And the Nuggets lead by 16.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the 2nd period.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Now here's Payton. to Walker from 20 feet. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Denver with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. All right. Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year is where after 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They're leading by 16. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
The work they put in on the glass has been the difference maker. Truly an all-hands-on-deck attack. Give them credit for being the more aggressive team. Rebounding is one of the stats that sometimes gets overlooked, but not tonight.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, they need to change their strategy. We can see that. Jacking up three-pointers left and right, many of them contested from deep range, just isn't the way to play basketball, fellas.
And that does it for our...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Wow, Damian Lillard really having a great game.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. They've got Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray out there with Michael Porter. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Gordon in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half from Michael Malone.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Pass to Murray. Back to Gordon. Takes a 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Murray passes to Jokic. Here's Gordon.
I like watching Grant work hard on the defensive end. He puts great effort into that end of the floor. He's good at pestering whoever he happens to be on, and his long reach helps him do that.
Pass to Nurkic. That shot off. Good D by Jokic. And the Nuggets shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. Up top, Gordon. Porter finds Jordan. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Looking at players with limitless range, Grant. Damian Lillard right at the top of that list.
Oh, B.A. And Lillard, he can just make it look so easy. He gets a lot of his strength on his shot from his legs. On the short list for players you don't mind pulling up from the logo.
Pass to Gordon, out to the right wing. Outside Porter. Now Gordon. Murray with it. 6 to shoot. Over Lillard. Oh, Denver gets it back. They kick it out to Murray. Now here's Jokic. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Jokic has got 6.
And this offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
Back to Grant. Over to the left wing. Goes up on the baseline. Ooh, rejected by Jordan. Pass to Murray. Back to Jokic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
And a moment to check out the 2K leaderboard. Here were the best rebounders last season. Nikola Jokic is second.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
The first one falls, and in international soccer, we see the worst teams relegated to a lower tier. Clark, you think the NBA needs more consequences for losing?
You know, I don't think there are more needed, Brian, when you consider the fact that flattening the lottery odds was a step in the right direction recently. And then you think about the play-in tournament as well. I think that, too, adds a level of disincentive for losing. So right now, I think the NBA is in a pretty good place in terms of dissuading teams from losing.
Timeout called. Portland.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Second in field goal percentage, and overall, they were very consistent from the stripe. In fact, top 10 in the league in that category.
And when you look at their field goal percentage last season, it's obvious this was a team that made smart offensive decisions and didn't rush to take shots. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Pass to Lillard. Fires from deep. No luck on that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Now Lillard. And here's Grant. Back to Lillard. Nurkic finds Lillard. That shot missing. Good D by Murray. The Nuggets have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Pass to Jokic. Lillard against Murray. Up and in on the layup. Murray's got 6.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Jokic. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Those kinds of plays are the ones that get you on the lead and help keep you in front.
And so here's Portland. Grant, left side. Here's Nurkic. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And this is the game that Nurkic plays. Using the big body inside, carving out a high percentage look.
2 shots.
Good on the second one. Now Jokic. Give him 8. Outside Murray. Pass to Gordon. Here's Porter. Murray with it. Defended by Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots. And they get it back. Here's Jokic. Got a hand on it. And he gets it back. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
That's his 4th.
Too big, too skilled. Jokic just methodically breaks you down. He's a very unique player.
And the Blazers making a change here. Walker's checked in.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Jokic against Grant. Simons outside. Over to the wing. Pass to Lillard. Walker with it. And here's Grant from the arc. Good D by Jokic.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
And they double up Jokic. The baseline J is on the way. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Jokic. And that's a double-double for him now.
Look, this package that Jokic has, instinct, length, timing, You don't have to jump really high if you've got those things working for you to be effective as a rebounder.
Timeout called, Portland. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, there's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product. Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
On the wing, Porter. Pass to Chanchar. Out to the wing. Murray for three. Portland grabs the miss. Grant outside.
2 minutes remaining.
To the inside. Right side, Payton. Three-pointer. Hits a three-pointer. Payton's got himself on the board with a three there.
Good decision-making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Pass to Porter. Right side, Murray. Over Payton. Here's Jokic. That one's good for two. Jokic has got 9 points now in the quarter.
They're really working the paint now.
Grant outside. Now Simons. Outside Payton. Simons outside. Back to Payton from outside the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Payton's got 6 points.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Now a timeout called by Denver.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
For the Nuggets, Jordan's checked in for Jokic. Brown comes in for Chanchar. And it's Highland in for Caldwell Pope. Hart's checked in for Portland. Sharp comes in for Payton. Here's Highland. He's got 6. Inside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
That's his first personal foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
I mean, they play some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
And, you know, on top of that, second chance points have been a major component for them. And I love the relentlessness they've shown on the offensive glass.
First one falls for him. Hits both from the stripe. Portland has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Fades away, and it's Portland scoring again.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
Outside Porter. Outside Murray. Grant against Porter. Pass to Highland. Lets the three fly. Gets the three ball to go. He's got 11.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Simons outside. Grant left side. Over Porter. No good, off the front rim.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Nuggets ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand.
And I should mention, we have a new team joining this season. So our 25th franchise, NBL Oz Gaming. So the NBL, which is the biggest professional basketball league in Australia, is joining the 2K League this season. And draft night, they'll be filling out the rest of their roster. But they found their first player in their team's history by hosting a tryout in Australia.
Incredible to have our first Australian.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this D8.
Thank you, Kevin.
Going for that top. Not always difficult, but a fun journey for them. David, thank you. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. They've got Siakam. There's Boucher out there with Barnes. Then it's OG Anunoby. And for Memphis, at the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. Then there's Ja Morant. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Konchar in at the 2 spot. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
So Memphis will get the first possession. Morant passes to Jackson. Pass to Brooks. Outside Jackson. Morant with a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
In motion, Morant's shooting ability is solid, but when he's this set up, it's outstanding.
And the pass to Barnes. Siakam looking around. Here's Anunoby. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You can feel the excitement for the new season. And Greg, when you were playing, is there an opening day that really stands out in your mind?
Back in '95, I think it was, when we started the season with back-to-back wins. The team was feeling good. Then we promptly lost 21 straight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Anunoby. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
Now Jackson, after OG Anunoby missed from long range. Konchar, the pass to Adams. Outside for Jackson. That's 3 pointers off the mark. Siakam outside. Pass to Anunoby for 3. They get it back. And no good.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Inside, stolen by Jackson. Morant surveying the D. Dishes it to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. And Adams kicks to Brooks. Passes it to Jackson. And another miss by Memphis. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Siakam. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Brooks. Morant drives in. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. Chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Siakam.
A great score. Morant showed his poise on that shot.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Siakam, left side. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And it's not easy to get that shot on target with so much contact. Siakam just shakes it off, determined to finish through.
Now here's Brooks. Out to the wing. Knocked loose. That one misses. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Last time they met was in Toronto.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, it looked like they were settling out there, not moving the ball enough to generate the type of shots that they wanted.
Offensive rebound. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Steven Adams picks one up. Toronto shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Shooting two.
No good on the free throw.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Good on the second free throw. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Now here's Brooks. 8 points his last outing. Brooks can't get that one to fall. Anunoby with it. He's picked up by Morant. Anunoby against Jackson, and the shot will not go from Anunoby. Poked away. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's his second foul committed with a lot of game left. Gotta be careful.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Now, here's Trent. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Barnes. It's rebounded by Memphis. In the corner, it's Bain. Over Trent. No good off the back of the rim.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
The pass to Barnes. It's Trent on the wing. And the foul called on Xavier Tillman. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Memphis. Williams comes in for Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Ja Morant. And it's Van Vliet, top of the key. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet. Memphis leading by 4. Jones, the pass to Aldama. In the corner, it's Payne. The Grizzlies with another miss. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. To the middle, here's Young. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Thaddeus Young, no good on the free throw.
And very quietly, Young just continues to be an efficient player, a multi-talented swingman who does a little bit of everything.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Tillman. 6 to shoot. Here's Payne. Makes it off the glass.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Here's Van Vliet. And since coming into the league, Desmond Bane, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
Now, here is Hernangomez. Achua, no good. Outside Williams. Young with the steal. Hernangomez with the ball. Williams picks him up. Van Vliet left side. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Trent against Payne. No good that time. Good work defensively by Trent.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And, Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now here's Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Van Vliet up top. Defended by Jones. Van Vliet kicks to Trent. Over Bane. Trent gets the bucket. It's all knotted up.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Williams for the 3. It's hauled in by Trent. Last outing for Toronto unsuccessful. That was a loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. 12 seconds left in the first. Here's Bane.
Come to me.
The 3, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
It's a tie game in Memphis. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
10. Oh, Lord. Jesse made another one.
It's that time, Grizzlies fans. And getting the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Hoping to continue that success from the line throughout this one.
Richard, so much of today's NBA defense is about covering the pick and roll. And as a player, is that something you enjoyed, taking on that challenge of covering the screen roll game?
You only enjoy that challenge because you are a competitor and you want to win. Is it something that I'm doing on my own? Is it something that I'm doing in my spare time? Probably not. I can think of more fun things to do.
Exactly. It is not, and there are so many variations, right, of the screen roll that you can defend it as many ways as you can run it.
And these players are so talented that they can stop and pop from three. You have to guard them at the half-court line. Before, you could guard them at the three-point line. Now you got to meet them at half-court, and there's screens all over the place. It's miserable.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Then it's Brooks. Then there's John Morant. And it's Konchar in at the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Now, here's Anunoby. Back to Siakam. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
First personal foul. And give Siakam the hoop and the harm on that one. And since being drafted back in 2016, he's really improved that upper body strength.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
And Siakam, no good on that one.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays and can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Now here's Brooks. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And for Siakam, great. He almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
That one is off.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
And he's good on the second. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Pass to Boucher. Raptors moving the ball around. Siakam's shot is off. Memphis leading. Here's Konchar, and stolen by Barnes. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Pass to Boucher. Over Jackson. And again, Toronto no luck.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off his shot, but that...
Oh, my goodness, the slam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Anunoby, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Morant against Siakam. Morant outside. 5 on the clock. Shoots. Memphis the rebound. Adams' shot is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
And they've had 2 completely different quarters. Field goal percentage just over 20 in the first, and they've shot themselves out of that slump and have the lead here in the second.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry. And it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Barnes passes to Siakam. Barnes bounce pass. Adams defending. 6 on the shot clock. Not going to go that time. And it's Memphis the other way. Brooks right side. Over Barnes. Adams, the pass to Concho. Back to Jackson. There's the pass to Morant. Morant with another miss. Raptors trail by 3. Pass to Siakam.
I'm just so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement over the years. I mean, he's mastering the ability to play in attack mode.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Throw good, Siakam. Siakam hits them both.
I don't even think he had one free throw before halftime, but he's making up for it here in the second.
Siakam against Morant. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And you gotta like how they're working the ball inside this quarter. They were struggling to do that earlier. Now they're showing the focus to take the ball inside.
At the line for your Grizzlies, Ja Morant. At the line for 1.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets. Putting that 7'5" wingspan to use. Jackson with great timing on the rejection.
And then Morant slams it in.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Barnes passes to Anunoby. Back to Barnes. Passes to Siakam. Shoots over Morant. That one wide left.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
It's Brooks on the wing, covered by Barnes. Good D by Barnes.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly. Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Here's Morant. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. Morant's got the lead up to 8 now for Memphis.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Toronto calls timeout.
Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steve Adams would be a top pick.
Williams is checked in for Dillon Brooks. Some changes for Toronto.
Let's give a big round of applause to your very own Grizzlies Bunch Duke Dance team.
Shot to stop the run. Trent can't hit.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Stolen by Van Vliet. Lets it go from 11, and Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject it.
And it's Morant missing. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for Toronto. 8-point game. Here's Hernan Gomez. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Here's Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
That free throw missing. Tillman, he's checked in for Memphis. Jones comes in for John Conchar. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Raptors trail by 8. Pass to Van Vliet. Here's Achua. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Out of bounds. Memphis ball.
Here's Jones. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Morant outside. A minute 50 left in the first half of the game. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Trent outside. And again, Toronto no up. And the Grizzlies with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. And that one's good. Morant's got the lead up to 10 now for Memphis.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the paint. Here's Young. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Raptors have hit 4 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Folks, that's 50%. Not great work there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Some changes for Memphis. Aldama's checked in, and it's Bane in for Ja Morant. He doesn't get the second one. Going to high school in the L.A. area, Zaire Williams played on a loaded team.
Yeah, of course, Zaire was a first-round pick in 2021, but he was the high school teammate of B.J. Boston, who was also selected in that draft. You throw in the sons of LeBron and D-Wade, and look, let's just say those gyms were sold out.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
44 seconds left to play in the first half. And there's the pass to Aldama. There's the dish to Jones. 5 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
First personal foul. 14 foul.
Grizzlies have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Van Vliet. It's tipped, and they hit it back. Williams against Hernan Gomez. 6 to shoot. Trying to get something going. No good on that one.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So got to keep shooting them. Hopefully we start making some of them.
You can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. There was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half. He ended up with 19 points and 1 rebound. It's hard to imagine how he could have been any better in the first 3 quarters. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how Memphis played?
They've come out determined to push the pace, up-tempo offense, get the ball up court as quickly as possible. Advantage in transition points has been the major difference in this game.
Looking at Toronto, Shaq, your thoughts?
Ice cold. Rigid from beyond yard. The question is now, can they shake it off and get back in the groove? Another option is compensate by going to the rim.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. So the Raptors 5 right now. It's Boucher out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Morant with the steal. One-on-one here. Brooks against Anunoby. Brooks kicks to Jackson. To the left wing. Adams dishes to Morant. Shot clock at 5. Here's Brooks. Kept alive. Adams. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Barnes with it. Defended by Adams. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Pass to Jackson. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
Toronto's foul. Second personal
Let's
foul.
take a second look at that fantastic block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Morant passes to Brooks. Just 5 on the clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
And the toughness of Brooks on display, not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Brooks. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Raptors trail by 14. Anunoby with it. He's picked up by Brooks. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Fades and shoots. And the shot will not go from Anunoby.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Morant. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Passes it to Anunoby. Back to Boucher. They get a hand on it. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Siakam. Takes the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Siakam's got 9.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Jackson kicks to Morant. The pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Pass to Brooks. Over Barnes. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And the team has gotten it done here in spite of his performance. Still 0 from the field.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And plays with solid floor recognition. Siakam continues to fine-tune those playmaking skills.
The Raptors have had an off night from the stripe tonight. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Morant outside. Good D by Siakam.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And Toronto has possession. Following the miss by John Morant. From 12 feet out, the Grizzlies pull it in. Here's Conchar. He's guarded by Anunoby. Brooks against Barnes. That's tipped, and they recover it. And here's Brooks. Here's Adams. They shoot again. The feed now to Morant. Over Siakam. And again, Memphis no good. And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. And the Raptors with the ball. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Brooks grabs the board. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Passes it to Conchar. Adams right side. Brooks outside. Right at the free throw line. Brooks can't get that one to fall.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Now here's Barnes. Following the miss by Dillon Brooks. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Here's Conchar. Brooks, left side. They get it again. Jackson can't cash in from close range.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Barnes. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Aldama's checked in. Williams comes in for Dillon Brooks. Baines checked in for John Conchar. And Jones subbed in for John Morant. Raptors also changing it up. Young's checked in for Chris Boucher. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Pascal Siakam. The free throw off from Barnes. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Achua, he's checked in for Toronto. Hernangomez comes in for Scotty Barnes.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Raptors trail by 13. And the Raptors call time here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
There's 1:38 left in the third quarter. Hernangomez finds Achua. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The offensive rebound. The dunk by Achua.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Here's Aldama. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside, Bane. Lets it go from 11. And again with the rebound. This kind of effort is amazing.
And he will not be denied.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Tillman's checked in. And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. They trail by 11. Pass to Anunoby. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Anunoby's got 5 now.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Payne finds Jones. 24 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 6. Now the pass to Aldama. Off target from outside. Siakam against Jones. Siakam outside. Over in the corner, Barnes. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Memphis leading by 9. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And then there's Steven Adams. Then there's John Morant. And it's Conchar into the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. The Raptors shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Feeds to Barnes over Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Morant. And then Morant grabs it in.
Oh, he's got some hop. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
Now, here's Anunoby. Siakam finds Barnes. Anunoby with it. Goes up at the stripe. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Morant outside. That's tipped and stolen by Siakam. He kicks it to Barnes. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got it. No good that time. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Siakam against Morant. Pass to Barnes. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Scotty Barnes at the line for 2.
No good on that one. And he ends up missing both free throws.
And the defense of Jaren Jackson Jr., it has become elite. Triple J finishing top 5 in 2022 in the Defensive Player of the Year vote.
Now, here's Siakam. Passes it to Barnes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, why do you think Jaren Jackson Jr. made that leap defensively in his game?
Kevin health. Jackson was finally back to 100% in 2022. The ability to kind of fully use his physical tools. And Jaren's still learning from playing night in and night out. Now living up to that massive potential.
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. Richard, it sure seems like the play-in tournament is here to stay. Were you skeptical when it was first suggested?
No, I actually like it. Now, my opinion is that it shouldn't be 7 and 8. I think teams should just play for 8. I think that is so difficult to take those 2 spots. In 7, there's a lot of really good teams that can be in that 7. So I think just play for 8, and I think it makes the rest of the league in that bottom area have something to fight for, which is positive for young teams.
Not playing for 2 spots, but just playing for the 1 spot.
Just playing for the 1 spot. That 7 spot, you can have a really good team there that just struggled a little bit.
We could indeed. Good point. And the Raptors call time here. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, during the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Morant. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. And it's denied! Sent back by Siakam. And so it's Memphis with it. At one point, they led by 16.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Memphis, Steven Adams. One shot.
And that one misses. Raptors trail by 14. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And watch Siakam just spring up for those offensive boards. Athletic ability gets him to the ball so fast.
Outside Jackson. Down low, here's Adams, up and in on the way. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 23 rebounds. Siakam passes to Anunoby. Barnes up top. Siakam outside to the middle. Boucher kicks to Anunoby. In low. It's rebounded by Memphis. Brooks outside. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Boucher's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Barnes. The shot, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. There's the lob to Jackson.
Oh, just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Anunoby gets the three-pointer to fall.
He's finally getting a chance to show off his range. I know he wishes he would have found his shot in the first half.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Steven Adams.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. Back to Siakam. Toronto working the ball around now. And the call is good. Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
He did a good job of taking care of the ball in the first half, but he's been pretty sloppy since the break with it.
Memphis leading by 15. Tipped away. Gonchar, the pass to Morant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Siakam.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look.
At the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. That one misses. Got a piece of it. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. It's a 16-point game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
His personal foul for the team foul. Shooting for Toronto, Koloko, 2 shots.
And he makes the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Morant, the bounce pass. Konchar, the pass to Morant. Pass to Konchar. Pocket 6. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Konchar's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Anunoby kicks to Siakam. The pass to Barnes. Looking to get back on track here. And Adams sends it back. Pass to Morant. Passes it to Konchar. Picked off in midair.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Grizzlies.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Steven Adams.
And there is no question his defense set the tone for his team and gave them the rim protection they needed. Outstanding effort.
Here's Siakam. Good on the 13-footer.
And Siakam always has options in the mid-range. He's a talented shooter who can make that shot.
Morant kicks to Jackson. 32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Konchar. And again, Memphis no good. Here's Toronto now. They trail by 14. Siakam inside. Guarded by Morant. Boucher with the ball. 6 to shoot. Back to Siakam. Again, Toronto.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is...